Hi guys, and welcome back to the FPL Duo. We're back for another stream. Jordan will be joining us very shortly, but I thought I'd start the stream anyway. It's Gameweek 31 deadline stream. So if you are just joining into the stream, make sure you are hitting that like button. I'm just gonna move into my team. But yeah, as I said, Jordan should be joining us very shortly. He's just having some issues with his computer. But anyway, it is Gaming 31, so a lot to discuss for this deadline stream. But yeah, as you guys can see from my team, I've got in goal. This week I've got Raya playing. I am benching Kepa. There are some rumors going around that Kepa could actually be benched for Mendy. So yeah, that's what I'm playing. I've gone Raya against Wolves. Wolves did keep a clean sheet against Chelsea last weekend, so hopefully Raya could keep me a clean sheet. That's what I've gone with. Also, welcome Jordan. Can you hear me?
Yes, hopefully you guys and House can hear me as well.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning to you. But yeah, just on the subject of obviously the team I'm lining up. So I've got in goal Raya. I've got Luke Shaw currently starting in my team. I've got Estupinian and Trippier. I've got a midfield four of Solly March, Mitoma, Saka, and Bruno Fernandes. And up front, I've got Tony, Watkins, and Haaland as my captain. My bench order right now, as it stands, is Kepa, Botman, Ben Chilwell, and Rashford. Now, Luke Shaw probably isn't going to play because he's still flagged. But I don't know if I want to sell Luke Shaw yet because I might want to keep him for that double game week 34. So if Luke Shaw does miss out, Botman will come in for him instead. So I'm not too worried about that. Chilwell, I'm not sure I want to play him. There is some risk of rotation, but after the red card he got in the Champions League game, I think he probably gets this game. But even then, I don't really see a clean sheet with Chilwell against Brighton. So that's why he's been on the bench. As you guys can see, Rashford is on my bench as well. Now, everyone knows on the team selection video, I actually said my plan is to do Rashford to Grealish. But I am reconsidering that now because I heard some news from Ten Hag that Rashford might be fit for game week, not this game week. So Rashford will miss out against Nottingham Forest, but he might be back for game week 33 or game week 34. So if Rashford is fit for game week 34, I might just hold him until then because I'm free hitting next week. So I could just bench him for Nottingham Forest, Rashford, and then I can obviously he's got blank in 32, but I'm going to free hit. Then hopefully he's back for Spurs or Aston Villa for the double. That's why I'm going to hold. I might hold Rashford because if I get Grealish in, which is my current plan, I probably need to take another hit down the line to take Grealish out my team when I want Rashford back for that double. So that's the only slight concern whether taking out Rashford ruins my game week 34 team and how I want it to line up. Because in double game week 34, I want a midfield five of March, Mitoma, Salah, Fernandes, Rashford. And if I get Grealish in, that would change up the plan and the thinking. So I could try bench him and go forward. But yeah, other than that, the team is the team. So my transfer plans can change. I am actually considering different moves now. The one move I've considered is actually a free transfer of Chilwell out to Trent Alexander-Arnold for that game against Leeds at home on Monday night. So that's one move I have considered because I will want Trent for game week 34. So that's one thing I could do, but I've seen it would be difficult for me to get in other players, especially with Watkins in that double, who I'll probably need to sell in game week 34. But yeah, we'll get into it all. Steve says, morning guys, feeling good. Yep, morning Steve, hope you're well. Jordan, do you want to take this question? We'll take a few of the questions coming in. If you don't have Haaland or Kane, do you captain Salah? Obviously, Salah played Leeds this week.
Yes, I think Salah's a good captain. for this week, as well as Haaland and Kane as well. Yeah, I think he's a good captain. If you don't have Haaland or Kane, I think Captain Salah is the optimal choice. I preferably would want either Haaland or Kane though with Salah, as both are two high-owned premiums, and also captain. I imagine Haaland will be very highly captain this week against Leicester.
Yeah.
So, but going with Salah captain is not such a bad idea, Miles. I like it, and it may pay off as he is low owned as well. Salah, he's not owned by many managers.
Yeah, obviously Haaland has our fixture against Leicester at home, which looks very, very good. So yeah, I'd be scared about going against Haaland this week. That's one thing that is 100% locked. Haaland will be my captain, no doubt about it. Miles also says, "What should I do about Rashford? Should I sell or keep him?" Now, this is the dilemma I'm in, because originally, I'll show you guys what the plan was. I'll go on the transfers page. So Rashford out, Grealish in, which is the current what I was thinking of doing. But then I look at it in Game Week 34. When I get to Game Week 34, it leaves me with money short to do other moves I want. So I don't know if I want Grealish this week, because look, don't get me wrong, I love Grealish against Leicester because I think he can get a haul in this game. And then in Game Week 32, he's got no fixture. And in 33, he's got Arsenal. So it does slightly put me off. And then in 34, I can decide whether I want to bring Grealish in or not for that double. So I actually may go against bringing Grealish in, even though I think he's a great pick for this, for left for Leicester. But he kind of skews my team for Game Week 34. I'll show you guys on FPL.team on the planner how it looks. But look, yeah, he's a good move. If you want to sell Rashford, have you seen the 10 hour comments, Jordan, surrounding Rashford?
No, I haven't particularly. But even if we keep Rashford in, do you think he'll be fit enough to play the double in 34?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. So that's why I'm taking a guess that if he isn't, I'll sell him in 34.
Because I don't think Ten Hag will rush Rashford back in straight away.
I mean, I'm looking at his comments. He says, let me bring his exact quotes up. What did he say about him? I bet I won't find it now. Just trying to. If anyone's got the quotes of Ten Hag, he basically said that he should be fit for the Sevilla second game. So if he's fit for that Sevilla second leg, then he should be fine for that double game week. But that's the one reason why I might not want to get rid of him, because if he's fit for that double, I'd want him for 34. And I disagree about Man United playing Rashford. I think they will bring him back in, because without him, they lack goals. They need to. It's in a top 4 race now. They need to get points. Man United have a lot of injuries now as well. Lisandro Martinez is out for the season. Varane's out for a chunk now. Luke Shaw is still out currently. Rashford obviously is out. So I think Man United are in a bit of a tricky spot, but yeah, hopefully they can get the players back. But yeah, I think Rashford will play if he's fit, because he's one of those players that doesn't really get benched if he is fit. He's kind of like, Bruno, Salah, those players that always play no matter what. But yeah, that's essentially why I've gone with Rashford currently on the bench and holding him, because I can't. I don't have to play him next week. I've got a free hit. If you've not got a free hit as well, maybe holding him for 2 weeks when he's potentially injured might not be worth it for you. But yeah, KB gone risky this week. Rashford and Tony out, Haaland and De Silva in. Yeah, Haaland's a good move in.
De Silva.
Yeah, obviously Brentford. Who have they got Brentford this week?
They have.
I'll let you check. Marjuk says playing Trippier, Mings, Estupinian, and Ben Mee at the back. Should I get Grealish in place of Maddison? Trippier, Mings, Estupinian. Okay, That's fine. And me, yeah, I'd do Grealish to Madison. But look, it depends on Gaming 34 on that double, what players you want. Um, I know I'd want Rashford probably if he's fit, and Ten Hag has given me some comments surrounding that. But look, I think Grealish is a very, very good pick and very good buy. Big bench dilemma for me this week, says Dom. Who do Thing have again? Brentford?
Wolves.
Wolves.
Yeah.
Okay, that could be a decent game.
Yeah, I think there's a clean sheet in there for Brentford because Wolves don't really, as we know, particularly score many goals in the game.
Steve, would you do Chilwell to Robertson for a -4? Not free hitting in 32, so we'd have to do it next week as part of a -8, so would save me that. I think it depends on who your other -4 is this week. Because if you're taking a -4 this week, you probably want the other move to also impact you this week. So it depends on the other move. Who's the -4 for? Or who's the free transfer for? But yeah, if you want Robertson for Gaming 34 and you know you want him, similar to me, where I'll probably want Trent, you could look to do it early if it helps you with your squad structure overall. I can start 3 of James, Trippier, Estupinian, Chilwell, Mitoma, Andreas. Problems with bench boosting recently. Yeah, I was in a bit of a similar boat. I'm gonna bench Chilwell myself. If I was you, who would you bench, Jordan? At 3 out of that 6.
Andreas.
Anyone or who else?
I'll probably bench Andreas and Reece James, and play the other 4.
Oh, he says start 3 of 6. You're the bench 3.
Start 3 of 6. Oh, okay. Probably bench Andreas, Chilwell, and James, and play Trippier, Estupinian, and Mitoma.
Yeah, obviously Chelsea have that fixture against Brighton. I'll be worried about if you're willing to bench James and Chilwell, I'd rather sell him right now and get Trent in and play Trent against Leeds. I wouldn't bench those players. I'll just sell them. If you're considering benching them, I'd get rid. Ehan, hi lads, Mac 10 to Grealish for a -4. Lallana back in training, which might push Mac 10 defensive. Already have Mitoma in March as well. Look, I like the Grealish move. I don't know if I'd be removing McAllister for him.
Yeah.
For -4.
Even if he is pushed back, McAllister's still on penalties too. And Brighton do get a lot of penalties. So McAllister is still a valuable asset to still have in your team.
Harry Davies, who do I start? Alex Moreno or Chilwell? Who do Villa have again? I'm just double checking the fixtures.
Has to have Newcastle at home.
Yeah, so Alex Moreno. I'm not sure I'd start Alex Moreno. You know, I'd rather start Chilwell against Brighton, I think, for the attacking threat potentially. I link the team if you want to check it. The Silva is in because he's low in price and will go on the bench. Yeah, fair enough. Didn't bring in. Wait, sorry, I was reading this comment from Dom. Didn't bring in Grealish because I haven't got a free hit. Bought in Martinelli, Gurhey, and Salah for the upcoming fixtures. Yeah, I think that will come onto your team. Who you're thinking about bringing in? You're thinking of bringing in Martinelli, aren't you, this weekend?
Yeah, I'm surprised not many have really spoken about Martinelli because I know he's a popular transfer in for Rashford this week.
Yes, I think it's more popular for the non-free hitters.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll come on to your team in a sec. Talk us through how you're lining up, etc. Dom also says, "Mad how Grealish got a triple price rise." Yeah, he did. That was a bit crazy. 3 price rises. So maybe he's priced people out. I don't know. Should be fine with the budget when you sell Rashford. Steve, like doing that move that you're probably going to do, I think, Rashford to Martinelli.
Yeah, that's the one. I think that's the one that's going to be that's going to pay off. I think this week because Arsenal do have West Ham, and the last time West Ham went against Arsenal, they did lose 3-1 to Arsenal. So this could be a high scoring fixture, which may include Martinelli as one of the goal scorers or getting an assist.
FPL agent, you guys free hit Gaming 32? Yes, I am. I will be playing the free hit 32. So you don't still have your free hit left, do you?
No, I use my free hit, so I'll be just navigating around it with maybe taking a -4, if that, to get a blank game week 32.
Selling both the Chelsea defenders next game week for Trent and Burn. Look, yeah, you could. Trent is one that I'm looking to bring in. I couldn't actually afford Trent in one move. I can go Chilwell to Trent and then play Trent this week against Leeds. Kepa, Trippier, Dunk, Estupinian, Saka, B. Fernandez, Odegaard, Mitoma, Watkins, Kane, Haaland. Seems like this weekend the main transfers are Grealish and Martinelli. Yeah, Grealish and Martinelli do seem like the popular picks. Obviously due to Rashford's injury, has made it, because if Rashford wasn't injured and he had Nottingham Forest, I think people will just play Rashford. But yeah. FPL agent says he'll be playing the free hit in 34, but I've got to take a -4. Yeah, I'll probably have to take a -4 due to the way my team is structured with the goalies. I take money out of my team. I'll also have to take money out of Tony to Greenwood. I've considered bringing the cheap Leeds forward. I have 2 free transfers. Should I do Salah and Grealish in 4? Grealish and Salah or Bruno in? Who are you? What are you doing, Jordan? I'll let you take this question.
Or Bruno in. Well, the way that Man United have gone and the way that Bruno has blanked, literally, I think he's had a run of blanks so much that he's put me off. So I'll probably opt to go for Salah. I think I'll go for Salah if I had to pick.
Yeah, Salah has that fixture against Leeds on Monday. It is an away fixture. Obviously, Liverpool's away record ain't great. We could bring up Liverpool.
Because Salah doesn't blank in 32, does he?
Oh, Salah's got Nottingham Forest as well.
Yeah,
nice fixture in 32 at home as well.
Yeah, so that's probably why I would go with Salah as well, because Grealish and Bruno will blank in 32. But Salah has a fixture in 32 as well, so that
especially if you're not got a free hit.
Yeah.
Chilwell, Botman, Pinnock, bench 1. I'm benching Pinnock, I think, possibly. I mean, Chilwell is the other one.
Yeah, I'll bench Chilwell, I think.
Yeah, the reason why I'd play Chilwell is just in case he gets an assist, because he does get forward for Chelsea. He's probably one of Chelsea's better players. And you never know, he might get an assist. Sorry, he might get an assist. Jordan, who are you going for this one?
I'll probably say Henry, because I think Brentford have the great fixture. Wolves away. Wolves don't score many goals, and Brentford, I see a clean sheet in that. But
I'm playing Estupinian easy, just for the attacking threat that he can get, and even I'd probably play Botman ahead of him as well, because Botman's got Aston Villa. I know Aston Villa are playing well, but I still back Newcastle defense against anyone. So I'd probably go in that order. You've got it: Estupinian, Botman, and Henry probably last, even though he's got Wolves. But yeah, where were we on the subject of your team next? Let's bring up your team, how you're lining up. Just read us out your squad, and then your transfers as well.
Okay, so starting in goal, we've got Edison, who's got Leicester at home. In the defence, we've got 3. We've got Trippier, who's got Aston Villa away. Ben Mee's got Wolves away. And Dunk, who's got Chelsea away. So all away fixtures in defence. Moving on to the midfield, we've got Saka and Odegaard, who both have West Ham away. And we've got Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, who both have Nottingham Forest away. And Mitoma, who has Chelsea away. And up front, we got Tony, who's got Wolves away. And Haaland, who's got Leicester at home. And is obviously currently my captain pick, and I don't think that will change anytime soon. On the bench, we've got Mesio, who's got Liverpool at home. Watkins, as you may be surprised, on the bench, who's got Newcastle at home. And Kilman's got Brentford at home. And Luke Shaw, who's got Nottingham Forest away. And yeah, that's pretty much how my team looks going forward. I think everyone is pretty obvious to know what my transfer would be. because obviously it will be on Rashford. But you're probably wondering why I benched Watkins. I just think Aston Villa will find it tricky to score against Newcastle because as much as Newcastle's defence has been great this season and Aston Villa improving underneath Emery, I still think it's going to be a tricky one for Watkins to score in. It may bite me in the back saying this, but I am going to bench Watkins this week and obviously play the 5 in the midfield and 2 up front.
Okay, so yeah, Martinelli's the move you're bringing in.
Yeah, Martinelli is definitely the optimal move because he's been killing my rank week in, week out, getting returns. And with the West Ham fixture, which Arsenal won 3-1 last time they were against each other, and West Ham struggling in that relegation battle, and Arsenal, for them, it's a must win. And I think Martinelli should be a part of that win with getting the goal and assist, or even more, maybe a double haul.
Shrey, I have 7 blanks next week, so who should I take Rashford out for? Grealish, no game next week. Gakpo, Nottingham Forest, or Trossard, any other Arsenal player. If you've not got a free hit, which I assume you don't, you could be looking to load up on some Liverpool players like a Salah, if you can afford to Salah. Gakpo could be a bit of a rotation risk, minutes risk, I should say, because obviously in that double you've got Diaz now back in training, so Diaz will take minutes off Gakpo. Nunes is still there, Firmino's there, Jota's still there. So I would worry for Gakpo in that double game in 34. I don't believe he'll play 90 minutes in both games. And Trossard could be decent as an option. Jesus. But look, they don't have any doubles coming up. Arsenal fixtures get a bit trickier. Game week 33, they've got Man City as well, Arsenal. So you have to navigate that if you want to play him in that game. Christian, good morning. Morning, Christian.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah, back to my team. I don't know what I'm going to do, what move to make. Let me just play Chilwell for now. And bench. Luke Shaw definitely won't play today, would he? So
I doubt it. But the way our injuries are piling up in defence, you never know.
Mm-hmm. I'm tempted to bring in somebody else for Chilwell and just sell Chilwell.
Have you considered Tyrone Mings?
Nah, it will be a player that doubles in 34, if I'm being honest. For me, it's Trent that I'm looking at because he has that double in 34. But the problem is, let me show you guys what my current plan is actually in a better view to what I'm thinking, or the reason why I am maybe looking at holding Rashford, which I know a lot of people won't do because you want to get rid of Rashford. Hold on. So I will share my screen. Can you see? Yeah. All right. I'm going to take a few questions because a few questions have come in. Start Shaw or Estupinian. Or Estupinian. Luke Shaw looks like he's not going to be fit for that game. But if he is fit, then obviously he's got a nice fixture. But no, I'd probably play Estupinian. Took a last minute hit for Saka to Grealish.
Ooh.
I've got Saka myself. I think Grealish is a great move this week. I think he's going to probably get a goal or an assist.
Yeah, I just wouldn't take him out for Saka, though.
Yeah, Saka obviously has a nice fixture, you'd say, against West Ham as well. But yeah, I don't know if I'd do it for a hit for Saka, but look, hopefully it pays off for you. Maddison to either Bruno, Salah or Grealish. If you've not got a free hit in 32, Salah, maybe. Possibly.
Yeah, I'll go Salah. Long term, it's more better, I think.
Salah or Trent for 34. Well, I'm going to try to fit both into my team for game week 34. If I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Salah.
I'll probably pick Trent because I'll probably only have Trent when it comes to Gameweek 34 myself and won't have Salah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think I'd probably go Salah. But look, Trent is going to be a good, probably popular move as well. I done Rashford to Bruno, says Dan. And he held Martinelli.
Yeah, that's good.
Shrey also says, so who would you recommend?
For Rashford out.
I would actually recommend Grealish as a move, even though I've said, like, I can't really get to my team. It's whether the fact that you want... Let me show you guys what I mean. So you see my team on the screen. This is what I'm currently lining up for game week. For game week 31. So let's say I keep Fernandez in my team. I'll bench Fernandez and I'll play March, right? So they'll play Estupinan for Botman as well. Doesn't matter. Let's say I sell... Who was I going to bring in? Let's say I sell Chilwell and bring in Trent. I could do that. Exact money to do it. Go to game week 32. Doesn't matter because I'm going to free hit. Let's move on to game week 33. Hold on, let me just play the free hit button. So game week 33, I'll have one free transfer. Now, Shaw should be fit by now. So I could be looking to bring in Shaw. So in game week 33, this is what my team will look like. So I'll have Kepa, Estupinan, Trent, Trippier, March, Mitoma, Saka, Fernandez, Rashford, Watkins, and Haaland. And I'll have one free. I could be swayed into taking Saka out in game week 33, actually, for someone like a Mo Salah, for his fixture against West Ham away. And then the way I'll afford it, I think potentially I'll take hits. It wasn't for Tony, was it? What move was I planning? I think it was Watkins I was going to take out. I was going to take someone out, actually, not Salah this week. Who did I have here? Saka, right? Hold on. I'm going to have to reset this. But essentially, I'd want this come game week 34. Let me show you. So Salah would come in. Tony would probably get downgraded to Greenwood. Something like that. And then I would also probably take out Raya and get in someone like Everson. Obviously, I'll do that transfer next week to get the money. So something like this, I'd probably do. And I'll have to remove Watkins as well. So essentially, that's the midfield five I want: Mitoma, March, Salah, Fernandez, and Rashford. And that's what I've built up towards. But yeah, so if I get Grealish in now, I probably want to take Grealish back out if Rashford has that double. So that's why I'm slightly hesitant of going there. But he's still a good pick. Have you planned your moves, Jordan, in the coming weeks? Because I'm actually on the FPL.team planning my moves, and I'm gonna have to take a -4 in the coming weeks, maybe a -8.
Well, ahead of double game week 34, where I'll be wildcarding, I have planned my wildcard. I know what player I'm going to bring in for it, and yeah, I am set for when that happens. Unless there's any.
Are you wildcarding 33 or 34?
It'll be 33.
33. The doubles in 34. So yeah, you could just free hit the week before.
I don't free hit.
Oh, sorry, wildcard the week before.
Oh, yeah, I could. I could do that, but I think I want to leave it as late as I can, just so there's no surprises for injuries, etc. Just in case there's any setbacks for it. But yeah, I quite like the free hit. Not the free hit, the wild card, because it does include. I think it does include Harry Kane, Haaland, and Kevin De Bruyne. So yeah. I've managed to fit those three premiums in it, and have a decent bench as well to go with it as well. So yeah, I'm quite excited for when I play the wild card, because I think that will be definitely a rank changer. I think it'll get me out
Mhm.
this average 500 K bracket that I've been constantly going up and down in, like snakes and ladders in these few game weeks. So yeah, I think breaking the template, I think, is going to be the way forward.
Fair enough. Animations done a -4. Madison and Rashford out. Grealish and Martinelli haven't got a free hit. Do I take another -4 for Trent in for Chilwell, or maybe a City defender? I'll let you answer that one.
Madison rush out for Grealish, Martinelli haven't got a free hit. Do I take another for Trent? Yeah, I think it'll be worth taking a -4 for Trent in for Chilwell, because I don't particularly like Chelsea, and I imagine a lot of people don't, the way they've been playing. And even though Liverpool haven't been great either, Trent does have a double in 34, which is a decent double to go with. And myself, I will have Trent by the time game week 34 happens. So I think it'll pay off the -4 anyway when that double does loom around 34. And I think Trent will be a good, decent asset to bring in,
Yeah.
even if it is for -4. I wouldn't bring in a City defender though. If I had to choose, I'll probably pick Edison instead, because I don't know which defenders really will play. Obviously 60 minutes, because Pep does like taking them out. It's like for Stones and Carl Walker, they both got substituted out the other game and didn't play the full 60 minutes in that one, even though Man City conceded. It's just the rotation of defenders for Man City is unpredictable for Pep. So I'll probably go safe and pick Edison if you're opting for a City defender. But I do like the move animations. Taking another -4 for Trent in for Chilwell though.
hmm Okay. Um, Brian, hi lads. I'm going with Chilwell to Trent this week for a -4. I was planning on taking this hit. I'm in Game Week 34, but I decided to rather gain Game Week 31 and 33 from Trent, who's a better pick. Yeah, if you want Trent for 34, you want Trent, then you could bring him in for and then just play him against Leeds and then have him early. But it would potentially lock you out from an attacking Liverpool slot, maybe a Darwin. Because if you go with Trent, Trent Salah, you that will lock you out from a Trent Darwin combo. You might want double Liverpool attack. That's the only thing you got to think about. Would you want someone like a Darwin in your team? If you do, then obviously bringing Trent in will stop you from doing that. Christian, Gaming 31 replaced Chilwell for Alex Moreno to free up cash. Free hit in Gaming 32, roll in 33, Gaming 34, 2 free transfers, bring Salah in. Yeah, look, could be a good idea. Obviously Salah at 34 is going to be a popular move as well. I have a dilemma. I'm a Liverpool fan and I really want Salah, but I would need to downgrade Rashford to a below 6 million midfielder and then go Saka for Salah, or just get Grealish. Yeah. I mean, you could delay the Salah move. You probably don't need Salah this week against Leeds away. Now, obviously, Salah could still score in that game, but you could try just get away without Salah this week and maybe do that move next week. So, yeah, I might delay that Salah move and just play Saka. Saka's got West Ham, which is a fine fixture. So, do you really want to do it this week when you could just bring Salah in later towards his double? Especially when Saka has Man City, I think, next week or the week after.
Yeah, I'll totally leave it. I think Salah, even though he can score or get something massive from Leeds, I still would prefer to bring him in later on down the line.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's necessary currently now to bring him in.
Yeah, you could delay. Who would you play, Jordan, out of my team? Would you play Botman instead of Chilwell? Because Botman's got Villa.
Yes, I would play Botman over Chilwell, because even Chilwell's attacking threat, I still wouldn't. Well, I definitely wouldn't think there'd be a clean sheet chance for Chelsea. On the other hand, I do see a potential clean sheet chance for Newcastle in their defence, even though it is Aston Villa.
Yeah.
And even though Botman doesn't have a much attacking threat like Chilwell, I think I still prefer playing the Newcastle defender over a Chelsea one.
Yeah.
But it would clash with Watkins. That's the only thing.
Fair enough.
And it's if Chilwell starts as well.
Would you play Estupinan or Shaw?
I'd play Estupinan for definite.
Because Shaw might play,
He might play, but I don't see Man United keeping a clean sheet at least. The only thing I'll probably see from Shaw is an attack and return, and that's it. I don't think the way our defence will be looking, I don't think a clean sheet is probable, especially.
And it's a way Nottingham Forest have scored in pretty much most of their home games this season.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest have improved as well. They're not the team that you can just roll over like Bournemouth. They are goal scorers too, and can punish big teams.
Yeah. I'll probably bench Luke Shaw. I'm not sure. I was gonna play Luke Shaw. I'm not sure. But yeah, like Chilwell, I want to play him. I think because there might be a slight upside with Chilwell, so that's why I've gone there. Playing him. Estupinian against Chelsea. I don't like the fact they're playing against each other.
That's partly why I benched Watkins, because I didn't like the fact that Trippier will play against Watkins and the clash. But I think it's going to be tough anyway, fixture for that. I don't think it'll be a high scoring one. It might be 1 or 2 goals in that.
Yeah, I'll probably just leave it like that. But yeah, I also want to add, guys, if you are enjoying the content, there's a few in here, make sure you do drop a like, smash that like button, and also if you are new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed as well. It really helps support the channel. Steve says, "Gotta go, guys. Great stream as usual. Good luck." Yeah, good luck to you, Steve. Hope you have a good game week, and yeah, hope you see you soon. I have 3 defenders: Odegaard, Saka, Mitoma, and March, and forwards are Watkins, Kane, and Haaland. I have 2 free transfers and want Grealish or Rashford on my bench. But who do I bench in attack?
Watkins.
Oh, okay.
Definitely Watkins. Between Kane, Haaland, and Watkins, it will have to be Watkins.
Yeah, possibly. You don't really want to bench Mitoma, Saka's got, and Odegaard as well. Yeah, it might have to be Watkins, or do a early move for next week, and plan your team. Maybe a goalkeeper transfer, take money at your team elsewhere, etc. I had to do Saka to Grealish, or else I would have burned the transfer due to free hitting in Gameweek 32. Did I make the right decision? It could pay off. Grealish could outscore Saka, but Saka could easily outscore Grealish as well, because Saka's got a West Ham away. But look, you say Grealish has the better fixture, probably the better goal scoring form in recent weeks. I need to start making my moves as well.
Yes, it's come to that time now.
Yeah, I'm not any closer to knowing what move to make. I could just roll.
Yeah, could just roll. I might as well do mine because I'm pretty set on my transfer. So yeah, just a little run through. I've got 1 free transfer, 2.3 remaining in the bank. So I am going to take Rashford out and bring in Martinelli for 1 free transfer. And yeah, let me just make the transfer moves. So yeah, Rashford out and Martinelli in for 1 free transfer. We'll confirm that. And yeah, that is the team. So I'll be playing 3 Arsenal midfielders against West Ham away. So we have to see how that does. It's going to be very frustrating if not one of them is a goal scorer and Arsenal win like 3-0. That will be very annoying.
Mm-hmm. Have you done the move, haven't you? Confirmed it?
Yeah, moves are confirmed. Martin is in starting 11. So we're ready to rock and roll for Gameweek 31.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice. You're lining up with Watkins on the bench. Interesting. Where do I go from here? Let's go to my team. Back to my team. So yeah, Jordan, what move should I make? You reckon?
I think the Chilwell to Trent is probably the move I would make, because I do fancy Trent in the team, but I just can't get him in the way my team's set up now. I'm going to do it on my wild card instead.
Yeah, the only thing is Darwin. I might want Darwin, but the only thing is with Darwin as well that he's not going to play both games 90 minutes. He might play 60 minutes in one of them.
Yeah. Plus, I don't like that Darwin doesn't finish his chances off. He gets so many, but he can't finish them off, and that's frustrating if you do have a Darwin in your team. So
I'm just thinking it as he would be low owned. I could take a punt on him. But like I said, Diaz is back now, so he's going to take minutes off Gakpo and Nunes. But yeah.
Well, unless you want to take, would you consider taking Rashford out?
Nah, the only reason why is because look, I found the comments. The reporter asked him, "Will Rashford be fit for the next game?" Ten Hag said, "Yeah, maybe against Sevilla." So if he's fit for Sevilla, then he should be fit for. Looking at their fixtures, he should be fit for Spurs and then the double. Even if he's not fit for Spurs, I'll see because Man United blank in 32. That's enough gap for Rashford to potentially recover. So I'm going to hold Rashford, I think, because Ten Hag literally said he'll be fine potentially be fine for Sevilla, but they've just got to check, obviously. But look, that's for me. That's quite positive comments on Rashford.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that, especially a groin injury is not pleasant.
Yeah, but we're still quite a few weeks away from 34. Gameweek 34, we're only in 31, so Rashford's cheap enough that you could just bench. So and I've got a free hit. So next week I don't really mind that Man United blank because I'll just take it. But he won't be on my team anyway because due to the free hit, he'll come back in 33. I might just do a very boring move because I need to make a transfer this week because next week I'm free hitting. So I'm going to burn a transfer essentially if I don't make the moves.
What about bringing in Ben Mee?
I wouldn't play him this week against Wolves. I wouldn't start him. It will have to be I'll have to bring in someone that I could make money on. I was thinking of literally a boring goalkeeper move. But it is a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, that is a bit of a.
Yeah, that's the thing. And even if I take out Raya this week, who I could downgrade Raya to Everson for money later on. Can I do Raya to? I could do Raya to what's his name, Edison, because I want Edison in 34. I could just do Raya to Edison, play Edison against who has he got again? Leicester
at home.
Long-term move. Yeah, the upside ain't great. Doing a goalkeeper transfer. Chilwell is the other one I want to get rid of. But I just don't know who for right now. I think Edison is a good move long-term for me anyway. The only thing with Edison is, in Gameweek 32, he doesn't have the greatest clean... Oh, he's got Arsenal, hasn't he?
Yeah.
In Gameweek 33, he has got Arsenal, where you don't really see a clean sheet. So it's Leicester, blank, Arsenal, and then that nice double that I want him for. I'm going to have to do this move somewhere along the line.
Yeah. And the other thing I was
going to say, I could do Rashford to obviously up to... so I could even do Saka to Grealish, because I don't want Saka long term. I don't want Saka longer term, but he's got West Ham this week. I'm hoping that he can get me a return.
Yeah. You don't have to play Edison against Arsenal. You can play Kepa, wherever his fixture is.
Kepa will have Brentford.
Okay, then maybe.
I mean,
maybe not.
Brentford at home. You never know, but That's the plan. It's a bit frustrating.
I've got a comment from Xiang about the choice of forwards and midfields. He says, "Sorry, I meant between the mids and the forwards, not just the forwards." Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on.
As to his previous comment when he said,
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know what he's talking about.
"Oh,
It's confusing questions. I'm quite confused. McAllister, Grealish, Saka, Odegaard. Do you know what he's on about?
which midfielder do you think he should bench?"
Probably. Don't know. It's a hard one. Probably McAllister. You don't want to bench Arsenal players, and then Grealish as well against Leicester. If that's your midfield four.
Yeah, I would still think Watkins.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think he meant which midfielder. I don't know what you mean by the question. Sorry, mate. Your question isn't great. Like the way you worded it, so we don't quite understand what you mean. But yeah, if you mean bench one of those players, it probably is Watkins. But if you mean bench the midfielders, then probably McAllister.
Yeah, or Odegaard because you already have Saka.
Mm-hmm. I actually think Arsenal could do well this week against West Ham, but we'll have to see.
Oh yeah, they pretty much have no choice but to do well because Man City are literally, if they play the same matches, they're only 3-point gap if Man City wins their game in hand. So Arsenal need to win pretty much every game now, unless Man City slip up and lose one of
Yeah, I
their
know
matches.
what move I'm making. I'm bringing Edison in,
Ooh.
and I'm playing Edison for playing Edison against Leicester at home. You should get a clean sheet against Leicester. They can't really score. And then next week I'll free hit anyway, and in 33 I'll have Edison, and then I'll have him for the double as well.
Well, I thought that about Southampton, but yeah, again they managed to find a way to score.
Yeah, that's the only other move I can make because I don't really want to sell Rashford. I don't want to sell Luke Shaw yet. Don't want to really sell Saka yet unless I'm getting Salah because Saka to Salah is the move. Tony Watkins, I can't really sell them this week because that will give me a less playing player because the Greenwood is the one I'll go and get Greenwood. So it leaves me with Edison. And I'm not going to bring Trent in just yet because he might block me doing Darwin in later down the line. So I may just Edison. All right, let's do it. It's going to be a boring move. It probably won't even pay off this week, but it's more for the longer term. Raya out. Edison in. That leaves me 0.8 in the bank as well. So I'm going to do it. Raya out, Edison in. Boring goalkeeper move. It probably won't pay off this week in that sense where Edison might never keep a clean sheet. But long term, as I don't really want Raya. I don't think. Just take a look at Raya's fixtures again. You see Raya, he's got Wolves. He could keep a clean sheet. Villa, Chelsea, Forest, Liverpool. No double as well in 34. Bear in mind. That's why. And then West Ham, Spurs, Man City. His fixtures aren't too great for him either. So,
Yeah, they get more difficult as the weeks go on.
Yeah, I could have delayed this Edison move. Definitely. Could have done it like even before game week 34, but it's just yeah, why not do it now? So make transfers. Raya for Edison. Confirm. Edison starts. And that's the team. Edison against Leicester. Let's hope he can keep a clean sheet. The way Man City are playing right now, though, gives me confidence that they should keep one. I know they haven't kept many, mainly due to Edison, actually, because the defense is really good. And Edison just lets them in for whatever reason.
Yeah, that Southampton game, one shot they had went straight in. Edison literally left in the dust with it. So yeah, hopefully
Yeah,
he can repay that in the Leicester game.
yeah, hopefully. Carol with a comment: pick one. Me, Estupinian, Chilwell. Probably
Estupinian.
Estupinian, even though obviously Chilwell and Estupinian are playing against each other. What would be a transfer to be made with this team? Raya, Trippier, Estupinian, Shaw, Mitoma, March, Saka, Fernandez, Watkins, Kane, Haaland. Similar team to mine, really. I mean, I've done Edison because I couldn't think of anything else. And if you don't want to look, Rashford, you got Rashford on the bench. Rashford to Grealish is a good move, still, I believe.
And they're free hitting in Gameweek 32.
Yeah. Oh, if you're free hitting in Game 32, then you might want to make a future move like I've gone with Edison if you want Edison later down the line. I don't know if you do. I know I will want Edison, so that's why I've done it early. Yeah, I think Siang's just on about not benching Watkins on his form. Yeah, that does worry. I wouldn't want to bench Watkins on his form. Let's look at Watkins. I know it's Newcastle.
No, I definitely agree. I would I wouldn't want to bench Watkins on the current form he's in, but
Bloody. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Watkins has 9 goals in his last 11 matches. Yeah, I wouldn't be benching him personally. It's too worrying in case he's on fire. So
it's hard to bench him, but because of his low ownership, he's not really a threat to rank much.
he's not low owned, is he?
Well, he's 19%.
Oh, but the effective ownership is a lot higher in the engaged players. But look, if you feel like your team, you've benched Watkins, haven't you? But you're playing double Arsenal,
triple Arsenal, yeah.
Triple Arsenal, I should say.
Yeah, I do. I'm going with the fixture on this, even though Watkins' form is better than that. I just think the fixture that Arsenal have is a must-win, and surely one of those three, or if not all three of those Arsenal midfielders, should get something out of that game.
But would you want to spread the risk? Are you all your eggs in one basket in Arsenal? What if they lose or draw 1-1? With Watkins and 2 Arsenal, you get the best of both worlds. If Arsenal do well, you've still got 2 from there. And then Watkins does well, you've still got him covered. Rather than having 3, you've gone all in on Arsenal. You need a big Arsenal result, essentially.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping for. As a big Arsenal result, because they did win 3-1 last time, and I think Odegaard got 2 assists. I think Martinelli scored in that one. Saka got something from that.
Yeah, look, they could. But it's just you're gone heavy on Arsenal attack. You need a bit. I mean, you're probably expecting a big scoreline, like 3-4 goals in that game to be scored from Arsenal to be worth it. They're going triple Arsenal attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. And because Newcastle's defense is pretty tough to get through, and even though Aston Villa and Watkins have done really well, this so far with Emery, there's a slight chance Watkins could score. And I'm going to take that risk.
I saw a stat actually. Obviously, we know where Aston Villa were with Gerrard. They were near the relegation. If you count the points since Emery came in, they're a top 4 team, Aston Villa, which is mad to say. But with Emery, they've been really good. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Newcastle's defense is quite strong as well. But yeah, I'm going to play him. Now, for me, look, captaincy, it's on Haaland. I ain't moving it at all.
No way is that captaincy moving off of Haaland for this Leicester fixture.
Probably make Saka my vice. Yeah, I wouldn't be moving off Haaland, especially with the 2 goals last weekend against Southampton. Then he scores again in the Champions League against Bayern. He's on fire right now, as well as City. They're getting that groove. It's that time of the season where they click into gear and they just start winning games. So yeah, I'm not going to swap from Haaland for me. Kane is a shout. Who's Kane got?
Bournemouth.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It is one of those fixtures where you think Kane will do it really well in, but we said that about Salah when Liverpool won that massive score, and Salah didn't get anything in that game. So it is one of those fixtures where anyone can potentially score in. and not
Yeah,
have the main goal scorer get anything in it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Kane is a great captaincy shout, but it's Haaland, and I'd be worried with Haaland. I still think Haaland can outscore Kane, even though Kane's got Bournemouth. But yeah, I did want to have Kane in my team this week. You remember I reluctantly sold Kane. I was saving. I wanted him for this week because he's got a very nice fixture, but I had to do it because I couldn't afford the rest of what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I can't wait to bring him in my wildcard team because I've been desperate to keep him in my team, but not being able to hold him.
Okay, so probably bring up the fixtures. Probably bring up the fixtures soon, and start predicting, really, because as we always do, and then the show near the end of the show. So I'm just gonna double check I've done my captaincy and everything, because last time I remember I didn't. So, Haaland is the captain. But yeah, okay. I'll bring up the fixtures. Just bear with me for a sec, guys. So yeah, these are the fixtures. 7 games today.
I didn't realise Aston Villa was the early fixture.
Yep, Aston Villa early fixture against Newcastle. Oh, let me just zoom in. All right, guys, you might want to start making your moves because we've got like 4 minutes. But yeah, anyway, score prediction time. First up, early kickoff, Villa at home to Newcastle. How do we think this one's going to go?
I think it's going to be a draw. I'm going to go with 1-1.
Oh, 1-1. Interesting. Who do you think's going to score, though?
I think from Newcastle, Callum Wilson, and from Aston Villa, Watkins.
You think Watkins will score, though?
He might get something from it, but I think, 1 goal from it.
Yeah.
There is that potential.
Hold on, let me just go back to my team for a sec. I'm going to actually... All right. Well, if I'm predicting this score, I don't know really. It's a tough one to predict. I think Newcastle should win, but it's away. In Aston Villa's form, you can't knock it. I'll go for a 2-1 Newcastle win, but I think you could be right on the draw. But I'll go for 2-1 Newcastle win. I think Newcastle will concede, though. Moving on to Chelsea Brighton. I want to get your score predictions for this one. How do you think this one's going to go?
I definitely don't think it's going to go Chelsea's way, the way Brighton's form has been. So I'm going to go with 3-0 Brighton.
Oh, 3-0 away win.
Yeah, because Chelsea do not score. They didn't score in their double when they had 2 home fixtures. So I have no confidence they'll score against Brighton, who looks so much better in this fixture, even though it's away for them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Brighton win. Oh, 2-0 actually. Chelsea don't know if they'll score. So 2-0 Brighton. I'll go clean sheet, hopefully for Estupinian, who I am deciding to start. Yeah. Everton and Fulham. How do you see this one panning out?
It's not a very exciting fixture. I'm going to go with 1-1 again.
1-1, okay. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Everton win. Moving on to Southampton Palace. I'll start off. I think it's going to be 2-1 to Palace. I think Eze, at least he might get on the score sheet. Obviously, after the 5-1 victory against Leeds.
Yeah, I guess a 2-1 as well. I think Crystal Palace can win that game.
Spurs, Bournemouth, Harry Kane. Do you see a haul here? How do you see this one going?
Yeah, there's potential haul for this fixture, with it being home as well to Spurs. I think 3-1 to Spurs.
Oh, I'm gonna go 2-0 Spurs. Hopefully, that Harry Kane doesn't punish us non-owners too much. Wolves at home to Brentford. Predictions?
I think 2-0 Brentford.
2-0 Brentford.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 Brentford win. I think Brentford might concede as well. Finally, the final fixture for today: Man City at home to Leicester. Predictions for this one?
This could be one of those where it could be a massive score. I'm going to go with 5-0 Man City.
5-0.
Yeah, why not? I can see this being a massive goal.
Okay.
Goal score.
I'm gonna go for a big. I'm gonna go 3-0 comfortable win for Man City. Actually, no change. I'm saying it to 4-0. I think it could be a big score as well. Let's move on to the Sunday's fixtures. First up, we've got West Ham at home to Arsenal. How do you see this one going?
Well, I'm hoping it's going to go well for Arsenal, considering they won 3-1 last time at home. But this being away, I'm going to say 3-1 again to Arsenal.
I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Arsenal against West Ham. I think Arsenal will win, carry on that title charge. They need to pick up points, but I think it'll be 2-1 I'm going for. Moving on to Forest at home to Man United. Obviously, we have to see whether Luke Shaw does play in that game. Rashford won't be playing, it looks like. How do you see this one going for Man United?
This is going to be tough for Man United. There is a lot of injuries, as we know. That's going to affect us, and it's an away fixture. I'm going to go with 2-1 Man United. I'm hoping for 2-1 Man United, but I don't think we'll get it.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there pretty much. I think that's a score I was going to go with. I was going to 2-1 slender Man United win. Could be a nip and tuck. Yeah, I think 2-1 United. Yeah, I think 2-1. And then finally, on Monday night, is the final fixture for Gameweek 31, and that is Leeds at home to Liverpool. Obviously, Leeds have just come off the back of that 5-1 defeat to Palace. Liverpool, who was their Liverpool's last game against?
Arsenal.
Arsenal, obviously, in that 2-2 draw. How do you see it? Liverpool's away form ain't great, but Leeds have coming off the back of a 5-1.
Yeah, doesn't look good for the Leeds at the moment. I think it's all better for Liverpool coming off a draw from Arsenal. It's a good result. So there should be a win for Liverpool, whether it's an easy one or not. I'm going to go with 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. Okay, interesting. Obviously, Liverpool have only won 3 games away from home in the league this season, which is mad. Can this be their 4th? I've also got another stat for you. If Liverpool don't win on Monday, they'll have gone the same amount of time as they did without getting a win in the World Cup break. You remember how long the World Cup break was for? If they don't win it in Leeds, that will be the same as a no win in the World Cup break. Like,
wow.
So that just shows Liverpool need to start winning games again. But I think they will win. I'm gonna go for 2-1 as well. Liverpool. I'll go 2-1 Liverpool. It's hard to back Liverpool right now. You don't know what you're going to get with them. They might go smash them 3-4-0, but then they may lose 1-0.
Yeah, it's considering their away form. Anything could happen in that game.
Yep. But yeah, those are the fixtures at the way, guys. Probably going to wrap it up here.
Yeah, deadline is up.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys have locked your teams in. And good luck to everyone for Game Week 31. Hopefully you can get a green arrow this week. We're going to be back again tomorrow, 7 p.m. UK time, to react to Game Week 31 scores and how we've done on the knee-jerk stream. So make sure you are subscribed to our channel so you don't miss out tomorrow when we go live at 7 p.m. But yeah, anything else you want to add, Jordan, before we go?
Just thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you made your moves and you're happy with your picks for this week. Hopefully it goes well for you. And yeah, enjoy the football. and enjoy the weekend. And we'll see you Sunday to see how well, obviously, we have done and how you guys have done. So take care and enjoy the football.